It's Julian Hipwood looking for his number 1. A little back shot from Gonzalo Tenora, waiting for the ball to drop. This is Memo Gracida wearing the yellow helmet, strokes it downfield, over the halfway line. Alfonso Pierres with a nice strong shot into the chest of either the pony or to Howard Hipwood. A nice return pass from Howard, downfield. Up comes Carlos, takes it on the near side, going down towards the south goal. There's the second attempt being ridden off the play. Up comes Celestino Goras and whips it away. About 10 yards out from goal. In comes Carlos Gracida with another beautiful shot downfield, skipping by Celestino. Julian Hipwood in the blue helmet, right in front of goal, going for the next shot, and he's found it. Julian Hipwood for Anadarina, and our score is 1-0. The teams will now change ends the field. Jake Sieber, the umpire, releases the ball. Tenorio with a back shot. Downfield to Juan Martin Zavaleta, waiting for a man to go to goal. It's Alfonso Pierres. Juan Martin checking up. Hipwood comes in. Contact is made. 2 players come together. Juan Martin again, waiting and baiting, if you will. Over comes Howard. Up comes an oncoming player. A whistle is heard as Tenorio comes in. And they're pointing to the halfway line. But now they're going back to the 60-yard line, and so they're going to drop it at the 60-yard line, which means the penalty will be in favor of Beam Palm Beach. And so the distance to the goal is 60 yards. The defending team can line up anywhere they wish on the field, provided it is not closer than 30 yards from the ball. This is Celestino Goras for the Beam Palm Beach team with the penalty number 4. Celestino, one bounce up to the goal line, taken off the back, but it's through for the goal. Skipping over a couple of merits there. So, after a couple of minutes in checker number 1, our score is tied up at 1 goal apiece. And so Jake Sieber releases the ball to the players. Right away, it's Alfonso Pierres coming into action. Being defended. No, he takes the man out now. There's the cut shot downfield from Juan Martin Zavaleta. Hipwood, reaching, stretching. Up comes number 3, Gonzalo. It's deflected off the pony. Gonzalo still coming in. There's the back shot. Setting up Julian Hipwood, identified by the blue helmet. Now, his number 1 is out in front. Julian returns the pass over the halfway line. Now then, they're going down to the south goal. It's going to be Carlos Gracida jumping onto the ball now. Carlos tries to turn it around. An attempted clearing shot. Julian persisting. Up comes an inside shot. The ball is still there. Here comes Memo Gracida. Up, shot, deflected, away from the goal, down towards the back line. They're going to try to keep it in, but it's Gonzalo Tenora coming in quickly. So, a little excitement as they go to the south goal. Gonzalo stretching out, getting into some high gear now. Gonzalo still coming in. 2 players unable to pick it up. Melo gives a bump, goes for the near side shot as the ball is turned around. Now then, who's going to pick up the line? 3 or 4 players coming together. It looks as though Pierres, Alfonso down towards the boards as we see Carlos Gracida. Carlos downfield, coming in to intercept Juan Martin Zavaleta. Nice, powerful back shot downfield up to the halfway line. Julian Hipwood looking over the shoulder. Julian's back shot, nicely setting up number 3, Memo Gracida, going for the inside next shot. There it is downfield. Number 2 for the Beam team coming in now, but it's left to number 4 to clear the play. Now then, this is Howard Hipwood and brother Julian together. Julian gets the shot first, looking for Memo Gracida. Back comes a defending player. It's number 4, Celestino Goras now. Potential interception here, but the ball bouncing again. Up comes an attempted hook situation as we see Howard Hipwood coming through the mess of players now. Howard gets a bouncing ball, tells it around the corner. Somebody almost came off, but no, he's still up there. That was Gonzalo Tenorio, but here comes Alfonso Pierres. So, Alfonso on the black pony hits a high lofted ball now, looking for his number 1, Juan Martin Zavaleta, who's out in front by half a length. Back comes Memo, unable to make the shot. Julian Hipwood coming back to help. Gonzalo Tenora picks up the play, unable to keep total control as we see Memo going down towards the halfway line, turning on the play. But look out, here comes Julian Hipwood now. Doesn't get a terribly strong shot at the ball, so it's a loose ball against the boards, down towards the east side. Juan Martin Zavaleta with the maroon helmet, leaving it to his number 2 now. It's number 2 setting up number 3. Here comes from Pierres to Gonzalo Tenora. Beautiful play right in front of goal. Spreading the defense wide open, and it's through for a goal. 2 2-1 now. Beautiful setup there from Alfonso Pierres, passing brilliantly to his number 3 and captain, Gonzalo Tenoura. And after 5 minutes in the first chukker, it's 2-1. Beam out in front of Anadarina. Teams again will change ends. A whistle has been blown. The official wants the players to get back at least 5 yards. And so coming in now, a nice back shot, but a whistle has been heard right as the back shot was taken. Gonzalo Tenoura going off to presumably change horses, looking to the referee in third man. And so we're going to have an extra ball off the field. Moment it's 4-3 as far as players are concerned. A nice ball down to the open field. Memo Gracida on his own. Hipwood following him behind. He's got a cut shot to make. There's the cut shot right in front of goal. Hipwood coming in, pushing out, takes it over the inside, finds a beautiful goal. Howard Hipwood, very aggressive, gives him a little bump, takes it on the near side, right through the middle, and it's tied up now at 2 goals each. 2 goals apiece, chukker number 1, less than a minute to play. From the throw-in, there's a hook and a little prod forward. A back shot from Juan Martin Zavaleta. Gonzalo Tenoura coming in. Julian Hipwood first with the shot. A nice pick up by Juan Martin at the number 1 position. Coming in, is Julian going to go for the hook? Deflects the play. Up comes Howard Hipwood against the boards now, finding Memo. Memo sweeping beautifully downfield. Back comes Celestino Garros, unable to get it too cleanly as Gonzalo comes in now. Goes for his back shot, looking for his number 4. Up comes number 2 now, coming in quickly, but we have a whistle on the play. This time Julian Hipwood deciding to go off, using this time to possibly change horses. Seconds remaining until the first 30-second horn will be heard. And it'll be in favor of Anadarina, with our score at 2 goals apiece. Memo Gracida wearing the yellow or gold helmet for Anadarina. There's the shot, once, twice, 3 bounces up, and it's through for the goal. It's 3-2. The ball bouncing behind everybody, finds the upright, and it's 3-2. Anadarina out in front of Beam Palm Beach. Jake Siebers asking for timeout to get the players properly lined up as he releases the ball down the alley. Now, Juan Martin getting a little help from the pony, kicking it forward now, but this is the captain of the day. A back shot from the captain of the Beam team, Gonzalo Tenoura. This is number 2 now coming up. That's Alfonso Pierres. A back shot from Julian Hipwood. Looking for whom? It's Brother Howard coming through. He hits the first time shot. It's rolling up towards the back line. Hipwood chasing over the back line, so that'll be the end of the chukker, ladies and gentlemen. And the score is 3-2. Anadarina over Beam Palm Beach after 1. So perhaps you'd like to show both teams you appreciate what they're doing out there. Thank you very much. Number 2. Our score is 3-2. Going to the field, Celestino Garros. Celestino coming in for a second shot, gets it away outside the 60-yard line, finds number 2 downfield. Alfonso Pierres now. Up comes number 3, picked up here by Juan Martin Zavaleta, but there's the number 3 coming in nicely to clear the line for a moment. 2 number 2s going at it. Hipwood and Alfonso Pierres together. A whistle at that time. And we'll see what our 2 rather young officials will be meting out right here. Have a penalty awarded to the Beam team. On the 60-yard line, penalty number 4. Celestino Garros appears to be the designated player to come around and try to convert from 60 yards out, penalty number 4. There's a nice high ball up towards the goal, and he's found it, and it's tied up at 3 goals each. Celestino giving that one a good ride, getting well underneath the ball, finding the uprights, and it's tied up at 3 goals each. From the throw-in again now. The ball right there at the halfway line. This is Howard Hipwood coming in. Howard on the attack, punches it downfield. Number 4 coming in, it's Celestino Garros. Is preparing for the bump. There's the bump, but he gets in the shot beautifully. Up to number 3, and it's going to be Hipwood. Unable to make the clearing. Up comes number 2 for the beam team. It's Alfonso Pierre. Unable to pick it up now. Turning quickly, Carlos Cressida. Up comes Hipwood. 2 or 3 players together. There is a whistle apparently as the ball does cross over the goal, but we'll wait and see from the 2 officials. World Cup at Palm Beach Polo and Country Club. Celestino finding about the 60-yard line. Memo Gracida at number 3. Turns it around the corner. Looking for Hipwood. Up comes the number 2 now. Hipwood recovers very quickly, but it's going to be cleared away by Julian Hipwood. Gonzalo Tenoira. Gonzalo turns it once. Up comes Carlos Gracida, takes it on the near side. Carlos continuing to play. Up comes Memo, his brother. Unable to get the shot. There's the return pass now from Hipwood. Waiting for the bounce as the Anadarina team get on the move now. Over the halfway line, it's Howard Hipwood coming through from number 4. It's a high lofted ball now, inside the 60. Carlos Gracida not going to the play. Back comes Juan Martin, clears it nicely there. Setting up from defense to attack now. Here comes the Beam Palm Beach team now. It's Gonzalo Tenorio looking over the shoulder, going downfield, waiting for the long pass. There's the pass now, but it's going to be Julian Hipwood on the scene first and turns it around, turning the line now. And there's a bang now. Pick up on the near side as we see Anadarina starting again. No contact with the second shot from Carlos Gracida. The game being placed at a very fast pace now as number 1 is called off the play. There's a shot beautifully hooked by young Carlos. A return pass from Celestino. What a shot there, right down towards the goal. It's up to the back line. He must have hit that from about maybe 100 yards on the run. From number 4 for the beam team, that was Celestino Garros. 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining to the first horn as Howard Hipwood for Anadarina comes in at number 4, cracks it downfield, waiting for the bounce. One bounce and it's out of play, and we will have a throw-in from that spot. Jake Sieber releasing the ball. An inside back shot attempt by Zavaleta. It's a loose ball. Celestino gets a little piece of it. Nicely tailed away by number 3, Gonzalo Tenoira. It's a loose ball right now. Up comes the number 2 going for the next shot. That's Pierres. Right down towards the goal. Back comes the defending play. Hipwood beautifully taken away on the move now. Looking for his number 1 who picks it up on the near side partially. There's a hook. And there's the return pass now from Melo Gracida downfield. Up to his brother, who's being defended nicely by Celestino Garros now. Gonzalo Tenoira. Memo Gracida returns the play out towards the boards now. Picked up partially. Are we going to see an interception? No, that was a hook. Now the back shot from Alfonso to Gonzalo, who's unsighted at the moment. The ball is turned inside now to the open air now. We have the Anadarina team on the move. It's Memo Gracida. Waits for the bounce off the ball now, off the boards. There's the inside pass. Downfield, who's going to come to defend first? Oh, nice play by number 2. Coming around the outside of the number 1. Going for the shot. Gets it downfield. What about that play? Setting up his number 1. Juan Martin Zavaleta on the move for Beam Palm Beach towards the north goal now. He's got a man right behind him. It's on the 60-yard line. Tries the first time shot. It's lofting. It's high. Down towards the goal, but it's over the back line. And it'll be a knock-in with our score tied up at 3 goals each in chukker number 2. A whistle on the play will stop the clock, and we'll try to find out what that is all about. Polo continues here at the Palm Beach Polo Club. Howard now coming in with a second shot. Downfield to brother Julian. Back comes a defending player. Turns it around the corner. That was Alfonso Pierres. There's the return pass now as Memo Gracida comes in, takes it once on the near side. Alfonso Pierres returning the play now. Coming in, it's number 4 Hipwood up to number 1 now. Here we go with Carlos Gracida. Carlos now unable to get a good clean shot as we see Julian Hipwood caught off the play at the last second. Nicely hooked by Gonzalo. Turning the play, Juan Martin Zavaleta. Coming in, unsighted for just a moment as we see the captain of the beam team, Gonzalo Tenoira. There's the return pass down towards Hipwood. Hits the pony. Look at Tenoira coming through a first time pickup on the move, but it's going to be wide. A minute and 30 seconds remaining to the first horn. Howard Hipwood for Anadarina. Second shot, bang, right into the side of the pony as Zavaleta putting on the pressure, allowing something to happen, and here comes Gonzalo Tenoira. What an angle he's got. There's the shot. It's up towards the goal, but it's wide. Tremendously sharp angle to shoot at by Gonzalo. And a whistle on the play, apparently. We're off and running again as we see Howard Hipwood. Hipwood unleashes his third shot downfield, waiting for brother Julian to come in. Back comes a defending player, but he cannot get to the play. We do have a whistle. Everybody moving back to the north end of the field, which would suggest the penalty will be in favor of the beam team. We'll meet White Birch, Abercrombie and Kent for the championship and a first prize take-home purse of $40,000. Yards with the penalty shot. Celestino gives it a nice ride. It's going to be wide, however. 45 seconds remaining in chukker number 2 till we hear that first horn. Now then, from the back line at the north end, it's Anadarina trying to get on to the move now. That's Memo Gracida coming back to cover. Gonzalo Tenoira, nice stroking shot downfield, intercepted here by number 2, Hipwood. Pick up here by number 4, returning the pass from number 4 to Gonzalo Tenoira, who hits a pretty good approach shot. Waiting to pick it up is going to be Juan Martin Zavaleta. Defensive play here, up towards the goal. Who's going to pick it up? It's right in front of goal. It's deflected off of something. And we have a whistle on the play. We didn't see the ball. By the look of it, it's trodden on by a pony, so we'll wait to hear what the officials are going to do about this one. Right in front of goal, 6 feet out, 8 feet out at the most. And so it'll be a shot to an undefended goal. There's the shot, there's the goal, and the beam team out in front by a score of 4-3 with about a few seconds remaining in chukker 2. So that'll conclude chukker number 2, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll play you a little music and be back for our third chukker in just a few moments. Anadarina in the blue and gold. We don't start the clock until the ball has been released by the official right there. Hipwood coming around the outside, as you saw number 1 coming in quickly. Number 1 being Juan Martin Zavaleta. And a foul has been drawn. A bouncing ball again. It's getting up towards the back line. It's over the back line. And so Anadarina, in the form of Howard Hipwood, to knock in from the south end of the field. Juan Martin not crossing the line as Howard blasts another beautiful ball downfield now. Pierres coming in, getting set to pick it up on the near side and does so. Coming around the outside, but it's going to be Julian Hipwood now, seizing on that situation. Julian trying to give himself a decent approach shot, unable to get it cleanly. Back comes number 3 now. Correction, that's number 2. Turned around the corner. Howard Hipwood coming into action now. 2 players in the blue. Howard coming through very quickly. Howard's making a run to the goal. Hipwood now. Are we going to see the goal? That's a shot, and he's found it in a side up now at 4 goals apiece. A beautiful goal in spite of some defensive pressure being applied by Gonzalo Tenorio. They couldn't catch him, and it's tied up now at 4 goals each. Releasing the ball as Julian Hipwood standing high in that right stirrup, crashes the back shot downfield. There's the attempted next shot, finding from one brother to another. It's Memo getting up some speed. Memo Gracida now turning the play, looking over the shoulder. It's Gonzalo Tenorio. Gonzalo punches it down towards the boards now, waiting for the rebound. Julian tries the back shot, gets a partial. There's another back shot from brother Howard, who has the line here. 4 players coming together. It's going to be Memo partially hooked, turned around the corner by Gonzalo. Carlos Gracida now looking for a man in the blue shirt, and it's Julian Hipwood. Julian coming in. There's the attempted defending shot. Julian tries the near side. Here's a shot, a blue shot, first time shot, and let's see, it's wide. Wide, so says the goal judge. And so the beam team regroup and get set for the knock-in from the south end of the field. Celestino getting outside the 60-yard line. 2 players pushing and shoving each other there. Perfectly legal, of course, as Memo Gracida looks over the shoulder, looking to find a man. Where is the man going to go? So where should he pass? It's a back shot, a high lofted shot as Howard comes in. Nicely played by Hipwood, looking for a man in the blue, and it's brother Julian now on the move. Julian keeping control. He's looking down towards the goal. Are we going to see the next shot? We are indeed, up towards the back line, and it's over the back line, so we'll have a knock-in as our score remains tied up at 4 goals each. Chucker number 3. Celestino Garros for the beam team. Celestino, second shot. A bouncing ball this time. Up to the boards, couple of players there. There's Memo Gracida faking the shot, gets away the second pass. Up comes Gonzalo Tenorio. Tenorio turns it around with a tail shot. This is number 2, Pierres, but up comes Julian Hipwood. He's at the 60-yard line. Is that a whistle? Yes, it is. We do have a lot of breeze up here, ladies and gentlemen. We can't always pick up the whistles for you. The number 4 player for the beam team. Celestino, what a beautiful hit. Right down there to the 30-yard line, almost finding a 150-yard measure on that shot. Coming up is number 3, Memo Gracida. The play picking up now. Howard tries to clear it downfield. It's deflected, and we'll have a throw-in. Jake Sieber releasing that ball again. A pickup attempt on the near side. There's a little whipping next shot. 2 players together and a whistle. They're looking to the 3rd man again, who says yes, confirming the penalty. We pass on the message to you from the referee and 3rd man. Howard gives it a nice ride, looking for his number 3 Memo, but back comes the defending player, turns it around the corner. That's Gonzalo Alfonso Pierres, picked up by Juan Martin partially. There's the back shot on the near side, the left-hand side, but apparently we have another whistle on the play. Halfway line. And this is Celestino Garros downfield, deflected off of Carlos Cressida, who turns quickly, who wheels away from the play, allowing Brother Memo to come in. Now then, are we going to see an individual effort to the south goal? No, we're not, as we see Alfonso coming in with a nice clearing shot around the corner, setting up Juan Martin, who's called off the play nicely now. A little fake play there as number 3. This is Tanoa. Did you see him look over the shoulder? He knows he's got some room. Unable to complete the shot. There's the back shot attempt now. And they go from defense to attack. No, they don't, as we see number 3 having to come all the way back. Whips it away in front of Juan Martin, going for the second shot now. So it is Melo Gracida on the move for the Anadarina team. Comes on the near side, gets a partial on it. Back comes the defending player now, looking for the looping next shot. This is Howard Hipwood with a little bit of time to spare. Is he going to hit the back shot or turn the play? He's decided to turn the play, being challenged partially by Alfonso Pierres. Now, 2 players against the boards. Carlos Cressida. Someone's come up with the ball, but someone has come up with a whistle also. Here in the blue and gold. Penalty 5. Howard deciding to come in and have a second shot. The oncoming player will not cross the line of the ball, otherwise he knows he will give away a foul. Now, Howard's crashing shot downfield. It's bouncing in tight to about the 30-yard. This is Carlos Cressida going for the tail shot. Partially cleared. Who has the line? Memo with the first time shot. Hits the post. It's still in play. Up comes Alfonso Pierres. Here's Julian Hipwood's shot. It's up. It's high. But it's not towards the goal as Julian coming in again for a second bite at the cherry. There's the back shot right in front of goal. Nicely cleared off by the Beam team. And here comes the team in the white. It's Gonzalo Tonora waiting for that ball to bounce. Pushed forward a little bit by the pony. Back comes Howard Hipwood now. Again, looking over the shoulder. Finding number 3, who whips it away beautifully now. Here's a chance for the team in the blue. Carlos Cressida going to go. There's the shot towards the goal, but it's over the back line. And the score will remain at 4 goals each in chukker number 3. Celestino Garros off the back line. Up comes Juan Martin, makes contact legally, establishes a line, still dribbling out in front of Memo, who goes for the hook, gets the hook, and backs it away nicely with one nice clean shot, as we see Julian Hipwood there. Turning the play, it's going to be number 4 going, looks over the shoulder, looking for a man in the white. Now they're tangling up a little bit. This is Melo Gracida, punching it over the 60, down to the 40, back comes Celestino, gets it away, partial deflection, picked up by number 3, Tenora. Back comes Melo Gracida now, putting it back down towards that goal. Nice pickup here, a first-time pickup by Celestino Garros, but it's returned with equal tenacity by the team in the blue. Just a few seconds, 30 seconds to play unless the ball goes out. It's the Beam team on the attack now. The Beam team on the attack. It's Alfonso slipping behind 4 players. What a nice effort by Alfonso now. Can he take the shot? There it is, it's rolling up and he's found the goal and it's 5 goals to 4. What a nice way to end it for the Beam team as they're out in front by a score of 5 goals to 4. And we'll be back after these words from Piaget. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to go onto the field and help us with the groundskeeping, and the invitation is open to the ladies and gentlemen in the bleachers to come over and find a vacant seat in the stadium. And if you ladies and gentlemen at the south end of the field want to come through and find some seats in the front of the stadium here, you are welcome. And please remove yourself from, it's been nip and tuck all the way. Beam Palm Beach in the white with 5, Anadarina in the blue with 4, as we start chukker number 4. Julian Hipwood with a beautiful clearing shot towards the boards now. Alfonso Pierres reaching down. Coming in to challenge now is Memo Gracida. Dropping in behind number 2 is number 3. There's the nice pass underneath the neck. Back comes Carlos Gracida all the way back in defense, exercising a nice near side back shot. Deflected off the pony. Hipwood getting into it there with number 1, Juan Martin, and a whistle has been heard. 5 from the halfway line. Distance to the goal is 150 yards. Howard Hipwood for Anadarina. Howard giving it a beautiful ride. Look at that sky ball dropping down towards the goal now. Back comes number 2, Alfonso Pierres. Turns it around the corner. Interception here by Memo Gracida, being challenged by Gonzalo Tenoira. These players, brilliant riders, somehow staying in the saddle. There's the clearing shot from Juan Martin Zavaleta. It's a loose ball. Julian Hipwood knocks it out of the air, still hustling, goes for the next shot. It's still in play, however. Back comes Carlos Gracida, right in front of the goal. Up comes number 4. Now it's the Beam team on the attack now. What a nice crossfield pass from number 4's Ross, and a nice pickup from Juan Martin Zavaleta. Back comes the defending player, it's Howard Hipwood. Both players check up as they approach the board. A beautiful pickup here. That ball's rolling up towards the goal. It's rolling, and it's just wide. What a beautiful shot by Alfonso Pierres, surprising everybody from about 100 yards out. Make that 80. Howard Hipwood again demonstrating some superb hitting, looking for a man in the blue, but there's the back shot from number 2 up to Juan Martin Zavaleta. Now is a pressure situation. Howard Hipwood pushing his way through for Anadarina. Howard tries the long shot, waiting for that ball to bounce now. It's a loose ball, 5 players overriding up to Gonzalo Tenoira. But look out, here comes Memo Gracida, whipping it under the neck, up to Brother Carlos, who gets it. Back comes a nice clearing shot from Alfonso Pierres as Julian Hipwood coming in to be challenged there, but Julian on the scene first. Memo, Howard, no contact. Memo going for a beautiful tail shot, not quite enough on the play as Beam comes in. Wait a moment, a little misunderstanding now. Howard looks down, evades the hook, what's in front of goal. That's Julian going for the shot, and a beautiful goal. Julian Hipwood with a beautiful shot, and it's tied up at 5 goals apiece. What a great pleasure it is to see these high goal players perform at their peak. Julian capitalizing on that little, shall we say, misunderstanding in the backfield, came up with the ball, knocked it out of the air, and continued to the goal, and tied it up at 5 goals each. From the throw-in again, Gonzalo Tenoira, Howard Hipwood. Howard going for the back shot, crashing it downfield, it deflected. Celestino unable to get it cleanly. Julian Hipwood with a breakaway now. It's Anadarina on the move. Look at the number 1, trying to take out Gonzalo. Takes him out. He's taking him out, allowing number 2 to go through, but he doesn't pick it cleanly. There's a return pass. Are we going to see the shot? Little neck shot, and it's wide. We're seeing it all this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Celestino. Second shot into the back of the pony. Celestino recovers downfield at an angle. Up comes Hipwood. Hipwood picks it up. A whistle is heard. Celestino confidently banging it downfield. Memo coming in to watch, going for the back shot. A little pressure here by Alfonso Pierres now. This is going to be Carlos Gracida. Takes it on the near side, but it's going to be Gonzalo Tenoira looking for number 1, but Julian Hipwood at number 2 for Anadarina. Now then, little finesse coming up here. 3 players coming together. The officials whistle. Everybody turning, and it'll be up to the halfway line for a penalty in favor of Anadarina. Rated 9 goals, a member of the English national team, comes in. Punches a nice high ball, dropping at the 60-yard line. Who's going to come back to cover? 2 players have a shot at it. It's still a little bit loose as Juan Martin Zavaleta picks it up, takes it forward, and a whistle is heard. And it's wide. Keep your eye on the goal judge, who is an official in the game. When the ball is through the goal, he'll wave the flag over his head. When it's wide, he'll wave the flag beneath his waist. And so from the back line at the north end, a nice clearing shot from Garros, cut inside at a very sharp angle by Memo Gracida. Hipwood, strong, waiting to pick it up on the near side is Julian Hipwood. Julian goes for the next shot, partially deflected over the back line, and we'll do that all over again. Celestino Garros, Carlos Gracida coming in to challenge. There's a kind of a half neck shot downfield. Memo watching, leaning away out on the near side, gets it away. Gonzalo Tenoira coming in. Gonzalo whips away out in front of Howard Hipwood. Now the beam team on the move towards the boards. Now he has a broken mallet. Can you believe the mallet head is broken? What's he going to do now? Take a man, try to play a little interference, because he's going to be almost impossible to hit that ball in the direction that you need it. There's the back shot, waiting for it to bounce now as Gonzalo goes off to pick up a new mallet. Now it's 3 against 4. Now it's number 1. It's Carlos Gracida for Anadarina, stroking to the north goal. Up comes a defensive player going through 2 players, reaching down right in front of goal. There's the pressure. It's saved and it's in. It's in for the goal, and it's 6 goals to 5. Anadarina. It does happen from time to time. There's no official timeout for a broken mallet, of course. Continue in chukker number 4 with about 55 seconds remaining to the first horn. Memo Gracida. Pierres in behind. Pierres gives a bump. Nicely cleared away. One beautiful shot. Couple of players. The question is who can get to it first now. It's going to be Juan Martin Zavaleta out in front. Keeps the ball on the near side. Beautiful near side shot now. A near side belly shot as Howard Hipwood comes in. Turns it right around. Intercepted now. Taken out of the air by Gracida. Taken out of the air by Hipwood. What about this? Now then. Anadarina in the blue. Trying to get away, but the officials whistle as we enjoyed a great deal of Celestino along the ground is still up towards the goal, deflected. There's some hooking and there's some flashing of the mallets. It's against the pony. Pierres, Gonzalo Tenoira up towards the goal, and it's just wide. Just squeaking by the upright. So, with a really great chukker, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the chukker. And so, shall we show both teams? We really appreciate what they're doing. It's 6 goals to 5. Anadarina, for the moment, out in front of Beam Palm Beach. Championship for 1983. This is as good as they come anywhere. We have 33 and 36 goal teams out here looking to go to the final to play White Birch, Abercrombie and Kent on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. 1983 Seville by Cadillac on the 17th. That's this Sunday. Howard Hipwood demonstrating some of that 9-goal hitting power. Up to brother Julian now, coming in on the line, waits for the bounce, picks it up, keeps it nicely under control on the offside. That pony really getting up speed. There's the approach shot. Now it's a horse race number 2. Stride for stride. He's got a bit of an angle shot. There's the shot right in front of goal. Doesn't have too much on it as Celestino Garros comes in and whips it away right in front of goal. Now then, back comes the shot of Howard Hipwood. Juan Martin Zavaleta, partially hooked and a return pass to pick up here by the beam team. This is Gonzalo Tenoira as number 1 comes in. Tries to take out Tenoira. They're pushing and shoving. This is Juan Martin Zavaleta. There's the attempted hook. Juan Martin jumping back from the field of play. Nice return pass by number 3, Tenoira. As we see Juan Martin leaving the field for a moment. The ball very awkwardly situated against the boards, and it'll be out of play as we'll have a throw-in from that spot. Now then, from the throw-in, it's going to be number 3 who's hooked. Hooked by Alfonso Pierres. This is Gonzalo Tenoira, but coming to the play first with a deflected ball. Hipwood looks down. Do we have a whistle on the play? Apparently we do. No foul, so we'll have a throw-in from that spot and resume play. The clock continues unless the referee blows the whistle. That includes when a goal is scored, when the ball goes over the back line or the sideline. And so, there's the attempted back shot. Seizing on the shot first now, it's Alfonso Pierres going to goal, and he's found it very quickly. It's tied up at 6 goals apiece. What a game we have here. 1-1 and 2-1 and 2-2 and 3-2 and so on. And it's tied up now at 6 goals apiece in chukker number 5. And so from the hand of Benjamin Raja, the play starts to continue from the halfway line, and the whistle is heard. Howard checking up, coming in for a second shot, gets it away along the carpet inside the 60 to about the 40. Pony stops it, pick up on the near side by Memo down towards the north goal. Back comes the defending player. Garossis right in front of goal. Hipwood coming up. Takes the shot and it's through for the goal, and it's 7-6 now. And so Anadarina poking their nose out in front by 1 goal at 7-6 in chukker number 5. From the throw in now. A back shot from Carlos Gracida to the open. But this is number 2, Alfonso Pierres, with a back shot into the side of number 2. That's Julian Hipwood. Called off the play. Memo hits a nice long ball downfield now. Who's going to pick it up? Number 4 coming in, beautifully taken around the corner with a near side tail shot. A very difficult shot. Now then, little dribbling situation by Gonzalo Tenoira. Gonzalo downfield. Correction, that was Alfonso. Now picked up by Gonzalo, lofting it over the heads. Back comes number 3. Memo Gracida with an near side. Intercepted here by Gonzalo Tenoira. Going for the back shot and hits a beautiful layup shot now. There's the return pass, but it's going to be Juan Martin out in front. Martin Zavaleta right in front of goal, going for the near side. He's hit, but it's through for the goal. It's tied up at 7 goals apiece now, can you believe it? Tremendous polo here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. No question about it. Throw in. Gonzalo down to number 2, but the ball is held up right there into the side of the grey pony of Memo Gracida. A whistle is heard, sponsored by Piaget. High ball up towards the south goal, but it's dropping wide. Just a little less than 2.5 minutes remaining in this chukker. From the back line, it's Howard Hipwood for Anadarina. Howard's second shot. Howard deciding to put on a spurt as Memo comes in, tries to clear the line and does downfield as we see the beam team coming in, returning the pass downfield as we see Howard Hipwood, near side shot, looking for Memo. It's Tenoira up here trying to pick up a loose ball, poaching, hunting. There's the return pass, deflected off of the mallet of Hipwood. Here comes Julian, pressure being applied by number 2, the hustle. Look out, who's this coming through? It's Tenoira going for the shot. Just as Tenoira got to the play, we heard the whistle, and we'll wait and see what will happen right here. Goal will remain at 7 goals to 7 in the 5th. And from the throw-in now, cleared partially as the team in the white. Celestina with a long looping ball right there on the offside. Up comes the defending player. It's Howard Hipwood clearing it with a strong back shot now. Alfonso Pierres dribbling on that black pony once, twice in front of Julian Hipwood. Julian's fully aware that if he crosses the line, he'll get a penalty against him. There's a looping shot right to the throat of the goal now. Juan Martin going for the back shot up towards the goal, and he's found a goal. A brilliant goal by Juan Martin Zabaleta. And now the beam team out in front by 8 goals to 7. What a game we've got going here. The beam team out in front by 8 to 7. Ladies and gentlemen, what can you say about this? Unbelievable. Okay, there's the next shot by Julian Hipwood as 3 men in the white come down towards the ball. Julian putting on the pressure, trying to hustle. A return pass now. Juan Martin having scored that beautiful back shot, receiving the pass from Alfonso Pierres, going for a near side tail shot now. Alfonso turning that pony on a dime now. Alfonso tries a first time shot. It's got enough leg up to the line. Is it going to go wide? Hipwood checks up, allows the ball go over the back line, and we'll have a knock in. 8 to 7 now, and it's Beam's turn to go out in front in the 5th chukker. 40 seconds remaining to the first horn. Anadarina in the blue and gold. Uh-oh, there's a little situation here. Turning, it's Juan Martin Zavaleta. Is he going to hold up or take a shot? Now, he's dribbling the play. Over comes Memo Gracida. Right in front of goal. Right in front of goal, but it's cleared away. Up to the back line. It's still in play, apparently. Or is it? Looking for the official's whistle. Yes, it is. So, that would tell us that this will be a safety shot to the first horn. Celestino Garros. Celestino to about the 40. Tries it. It's bouncing up towards the goal. Defended by Hipwood. Hipwood off the line now. At the 40-yard line. Return back to the goal line. This is Beam putting on the pressure. It's rolling up towards the goal. Memo clears it away with a beautiful back shot now. Up to Carlos Gracida. That's the 32nd horn. Now, what a game we've got. Is this a horse race to the south goal? Carlos going to the web, looking over the shoulder. It's Garros now. Celestino going for the shot and clears it. Nicely picked up by number 2 as Pierres turns, waiting for a pass from the captain. This is Howard Hipwood coming in, looking for the strong shot. There's the back shot now. Who's going to pick it up? It's going to be number 3, Tenora. Down to Alfonso, connecting onto the ball now, rolling dangerously, very dangerously. Number 1 trying to get out in front, he's in front, takes the shot, it's against the pony. And there's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. And if you've enjoyed this chucker as much as we have up here, let's show these players we really appreciate what they're doing this afternoon. The Beam Palm Beach team in the white, and perhaps we'd like to welcome back for the final chucker, the Beam team, the Beam Palm Beach team in the white. Even hang in there with us and enjoy this game as much as we are up here in the officials' booth. Howard, nice solid hit, downfield, rolling inside the 60 yards. Coming back to cover, number 2, Alfonso Pierres. Gonzalo coming in. There's the cut shot, a back shot, back to the 30-yard line, necked away, fooling everybody for just a moment now. Pierres, but it's going to be Memo Gracida on the play first with a back shot. It's rolling up towards the goal, right in front of goal, he's found the goal! Can you believe that goal? And now it's tied up at 8 goals apiece. What an incredible goal that was. My goodness me. You know, when these gentlemen out here, they're 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10 goals apiece. That's what makes them so talented and good at their sport. Now, with the back shot, it's Memo Gracida downfield. We're tied up again. Inside shot, partially deflected. There's a beautiful neck shot demonstrated here by Gonzalo Tenoira. Memo, near side. Turning the play as the Beam team come out of the attack. A beautiful strong shot downfield, partially deflected. Who's going to pick it up now? Howard Hipwood coming in. There's the attempted neck shot. Juan Martin Zavaleta, Julian Hipwood, no play. We're looking down at Sonora going for the shot. Here they go in front of goal. It's up. It's a post, and it's through for the goal. It's through for goal number 9. It's 9 goals to 8. 9 goals to 8 in off the post. Gonzalo Sonora. A throw in now from the official as Memo Gracida. Memo coming from behind the pack. Back comes Gonzalo Tenoira to push him off. It's Memo Gracida downfield. Gonzalo still coming back to cover. It's a loose ball. Memo Gracida still down there with the yellow gold helmet. Anadarina. There's the inside shot over the back line. Wide and a knock in. Second shot downfield. Up comes Memo, turning it inside. I think it only fair and appropriate, ladies and gentlemen, to thank some of the people that have contributed horses to this particular tournament, namely Mr. George Haas, also included. Well, we'll get back to that in a moment as the play continues. Howard Hipwood running for the open space inside the 60. Celestino coming in, clears it away with an inside shot. Down towards the southwest corner of the field, doesn't clear it too far. Up comes a defending player, turned inside by Carlos Gracida, necked away, 3 men in white, looking down, unable to pick it up cleanly as Celestino comes in to clean it up now. Looking downfield, that's Alfonso with a high lofted ball, the wind keeping it up there just for a little bit longer. Now then, near side shot from Howard Hipwood, finding brother Julian. Julian coming in, cuts in behind the player. Julian, what's he going to... He leaves it very wisely, a smart move. There's the shot up towards the goal. It's on the near side, it's up, and it's through for the goal. It's tied up at 9 goals apiece. What a game we've got going here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it's all about. 9 goals apiece now. And Geoffrey and Jory Kent, and Peter Brandt for supplying some of the horsepower here, and including Bill Ilvasacker. Now downfield, waiting to pick it up. Who's it going to be now? As the team in the white coming onto the attack now. That's a strong shot from Anadarina. Picking it up, it's Carlos Cressida. We've seen this young man score 11 goals in one game not too long ago. There's a high lofting ball. Anadarina on the attack now, but the veteran player coming in to take charge if he can. Picked up here by Hipwood. It's Howard Hipwood working towards the north goal. Unable to clean it up totally as the ball drops there from Memo. Once, twice, can he get the shot in? He's going for the shot. It's up, and it's through for the goal! And it's 10 goals to 9. Anadarina now go out in front. Unbelievable. It's absolutely magic. That's all you can say about it, ladies and gentlemen. And it's 9 goals to 10. We knew this would be a good game. Unbelievable. And so again, the play continues. This is the last chucker unless we're tied up, as I mentioned. Now, from the halfway line, it's Anadarina on the attack in the yellow and gold. The blue and gold. This is Memo Gracida. Memo coming in pretty quickly now. Tries to pick it up on the near side. He's hooked at the last second. Now, Howard Hipwood. Howard coming around the horn, picked up on the near side. The play is continuing as we see Anadarina going for the near side. Hipwood coming in out in front. It's right in front of goal. It's rolling up there, but it's over the back line wide. And the score remains at 9 goals to 10, this time with Anadarina out in front. About a minute and 42 seconds. Nice hit from the back line as the beam team tries to come in to equalize. There's the back shot from Hipwood, turning around the corner now. Anadarina keeping that ball down to the south end. Nicely cleared by Gonzalo Tonora. Intercepts it now. Wait a moment, we have a whistle. Julian Hipwood not happy about that. Set together. Now then, beam team on the attack from the halfway line. Celestino Garas. Celestino checks in behind number 1. Up to his number 2, but it's going to be Memo Gracida. Turns it away neatly along the ground to Julian Hipwood. Julian Hipwood out in front by a half a length now. Julian Hipwood hits a long approach shot. Back comes Celestino Garas. Look at that beautiful party that Celestino's on now. Julian reaches down, tries the first time approach shot. He's coming around the outside. Julian Hipwood pushing and shoving right in front of the goal. Nicely played here by Celestino under pressure. Partially hooked there as we see number 1 coming back to help out. 4 men setting up now. Nicely put defense there by the beam team. Juan Martin Zavaleta. Juan Martin downfield. He's got a very fast pony. Look at this pony. He's overtaken 2 already. Juan Martin. A beautiful approach shot to the goal. It's down towards the goal. It's rolling, but it's going to be wide. And the beam team. Chucker number 6. The thing is, will we see an interception, or will we see what? Just a few seconds remaining. Coming up to hook. Howard Hipwood. Howard gets it away. Out towards the boards. Howard on the near side. Downfield. Celestino. Is there going to be time for the beam team? Turns it around the corner. Unlucky. There's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. And what a superb game we've seen by a score of 10 goals to 9. Anadarina in a brilliant game over the beam team to go to the final against White Birch on Sunday. Join us for the presentation ceremonies after these words. Was looking for a third on Sunday. That means we'll see Anadarina going against White Birch, Abercrombie and Kent years ago, and it's going to be something that any sponsor or team captain or player would love to get their hands on for. House down in Miami, I think Ronald McDonald will be here for the children, and we're expecting national coverage by Pete Axtell from and the Southern Gold. And so, ladies and Julian Hipwood at number 2, Memo Gracida, and Howard Hipwood at number 4. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, your winners, who will meet White Birch, Abercrombie and Kent in the final on Saturday. Very sportingly presenting the champagne to the captain of the team, Mrs. Helen Bean,